Today on CBTV Idaho, we're going to discuss project bids for 3 construction projects in Idaho Falls. We're going to discuss proposed crosswalk improvements along 17th, 1st, and Lincoln, and we're going to discuss the current status of the lumber market. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Tyson, and you are watching Construction Business TV, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Welcome back, guys, to Construction Business TV Idaho. My name is Tyson, and I'm your local journalist and videographer for CBTV in the East Idaho area. This is your first time watching. Construction Business TV is an online news platform dedicated to keeping you up to date with all the construction-based news in your local area. Construction Business TV is looking out for you. We want to keep you safe. So as always, I'm going to start this off with the Construction Interruption Report. So today's construction interruption report is taking place in Rigby on the US 20 between exits 320 and 322. It says the shoulder there is closed from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on weekdays. This construction closure is going to continue until June 11th, 2021, about 7 o'clock p.m. So please plan your commutes accordingly if you frequent that route. Construction Business TV looks out for our brothers and sisters seeking a career in the construction field and in the blue-collar trades. So we provide you with current job listings in your local market. Worksteer LLC has an immediate need to fill 6 positions in Idaho Falls. They're all full-time and they're all entry-level. We have positions such as construction laborers, plumber apprentices and journeymen, finish carpenters, concrete laborers. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you can go to Indeed.com, check out all 6 of these positions, check out the job requirements, check out the pay grades, and apply for any of these positions directly through that link. If you're finding this information helpful, if you're finding value in the information that I share with you every week, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And with that, I have 3 excellent stories to share with you guys today. Story number 1. On Thursday, April 15th, so last week, bids were received for the Heritage Park Stormwater Project, as well as the Reinhardt Park Splash Pad Parking Lot Project. Both of these bids were awarded to HK Contractors, Inc. The purpose of the Stormwater Project is to perform storm drainage installation in advance of constructing other park amenities. The purpose of the Parking Lot Project is to construct a parking lot to serve Reinhardt Park Splash Pad. And before I forget, I wanted to let you know, Construction Business TV aims to reinvigorate a passion in the construction trades in Idaho Falls. So if you or anyone you know owns or runs a construction-based business, I would love the chance to get to meet with them and do an interview with them and showcase them on our channel where we can have the opportunity to give them a voice in sharing what they love about what they do, what gets them up in the morning, what fuels their passion in the construction trades, and if they have any advice for people who are also looking to get into these trades. That being said, let's go on to story number 2. The Idaho Transportation Department is discussing improvements to ADA access and crosswalks along 17th Street, 1st Street, and Lincoln Road. The purpose of this project is to improve ADA access at intersections and thermoplastic stop bars and crosswalks as needed to better identify safe street crossing locations. For my final update, let's talk about the current trends in the lumber market. As an update from last week's episode of CBTV Idaho, we did see what turned out to be a temporary dip in the market for lumber, but over that 7-day period, lumber prices actually went the other way and rose 5%, according to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So I wanted to follow up on last week's installment and go a little bit more in depth on why we're seeing these severe price hikes in the lumber market, starting of course with the supply drop. This is in most part due to the effects of COVID-19. Some of the after effects that we got as a result of COVID-19 was employee layoffs, production shortage, limited shifts to comply with social distancing, as well as projections that this trend would actually continue into 2021. And because things were apparently not bad enough at that point, to add insult to injury, we also had a very high activity of natural disasters over the last 12 months. We had an extremely active hurricane season coming in from the Atlantic Ocean, damaging thousands of homes in the southeast. We also had 57,000 wildfires, 10.3 million acres burned, leading to a shortage of lumber. The demand was low, and projections were showing that demand was going to stay low well into the year 2021. That was a projection that turned out to be very false, especially in Southeast Idaho, one of the largest growing communities in the country right now, as we began to see an enormous demand spike in lumber, in housing, in development, commercial and residential real estate. So there were a combination of factors, including economic turmoil and a work-from-home revolution, that prompted Americans to move out of expensive and congested states such as New York and California and move to more affordable housing in suburb areas such as southeastern Idaho. Further incentives also included historically low interest rates on home mortgages and construction financing. And just an added side factor as well is the US tariff placed on imports from Canada. There was a 20% tariff placed on Canadian imports in 2017, although that was cut down to 9% last year. So at this point, we are all well aware of the problems. What are the solutions? This is what many experts are suggesting. Mills need to resume full work, full capacity, full staff in order to meet the demand. But what do we do until then? We can't just halt off on all of our construction until that point. Here's what a couple of people are suggesting as far as alternate materials. People are suggesting ICF, which is insulated concrete forms. They're also noting a benefit to ICF buildings because of their natural insulation. It actually requires less HVAC components. Two other suggested alternatives are steel frame housing and hardwood lumber, because it hasn't been hit quite as hard as softwood lumber in the market yet. That does it for today's weekly news update. I am your videographer and journalist for Construction Business TV in the East Idaho area. If you found this information helpful and you want to follow along with us, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you get updated when I come back every Tuesday with up-to-date news information as it pertains to construction projects going on in Eastern Idaho. Thank you guys so much for your time and your support. You guys drive safe. There are a number of proposed alternatives to lumber in building residential and commercial developments.